this show. Somehow, I won this show. And it was, I think life is never a straight line. Mine certainly has not been. That was certainly a high point. And what allowed me, and I'm thankful for it in hindsight, what allowed me some perspective while living in this fishbowl in Los Angeles was I had an older brother named Adam. I have an older brother named Adam. Who was battling a brain tumor at the time and had been at that point for about 10 years.
I'm so sorry, yes.
Oh, thanks. And as I get older, I get a little bit more thankful every year that when I was going through that, Adam was able to be present and participate. So you get off the show, and it's you think the show is intense, and then like the show is the easiest part of the whole deal. So get done with the show, and immediately we're in tour prep for the Idol tour, and while we're doing that, I'm trying to write a record. So we go on the road, recording the record during off day. So like almost every off day, I'm flying somewhere or going to a studio somewhere. Get off the tour, finish the record comes out, single comes out, then record comes out. You guys know how this works.
Right.
And I go on the road beginning of 2009 for a year. And in the middle of that tour, my first real tour, I'd done like 15 passenger vans and ate peanut butter and jelly for 3 weeks. I've done that. But this was a tour.
Yeah,
and in the middle of it, beginning of May, my brother passes away. And I did, for myself, the exact wrong thing. I didn't stop. I rescheduled the show for his funeral, and I just kept going. And I thought that was like the appropriate way to deal with it. I thought like, I'll keep myself busy and I'll deal with it over time. And I just didn't deal with it. So we get off the road at the end of 2009, and label's like, yeah, let's write another record, let's go. So I start writing, and it's trash. Everything I'm writing is just dark and depressing, and on top of that, just not good. And so that writing process for the second record, while I started therapy about halfway through, took about 8 months. And in that time, we got about 86, 87 songs pulled for this record. And still didn't have enough to make a record. And so I sat down with two really good friends of mine, guys that were bandmates of mine back then, Andy Skibb and Neil Tiemann.
Woo!
And I told the guys what my intention was. Like, we need this kind of song for the record, I think. I'd like to try like a piano-driven song. And Andy started playing this piano kind of progression that Jeff's going to play now. See how that works? That's nice. And I remember he plays this, and I'm thinking, like, up to that point, I'd always tried to write songs as therapy, taking negative energy and trying to turn it into a positive source. So I just put pen to paper. Well, that didn't do pen to paper. I used my iPhone. But within about 30, 45 minutes, we had this song. And for me, this song is not directly about Adam, but this song is definitely, it's a flag in the sand. This is the moment when I turned a corner. And I don't know that you ever get over that kind of stuff, losing, somebody close to you. but you figure it out. You learn to manage. And as I've gotten further away from it, the message that I've really taken away from it is that, you have no idea what you mean to somebody else. And the fact that I'm 1,000 miles away from home and I have my friends with me, people who I can, take off the guy from TV mask and purge a little bit. They didn't know in that moment how much that meant to me and how much it means to me. And so now I get to play this song and I get to pay that message forward. A smile, a hug, a handshake, a kind word. You have no idea how much that means to somebody. And in a climate where it seems like less of that is going on, put love out there and see what happens. This is Goodbye to the Good. Paint another picture black and blue. Take another moment, one or two, just to get over you. Wind it over gold around us rust, turning all the love we had to dust into the best of you, into the best of you. I've got nowhere to hide and say my goodbye to the girl. I'm leaning on the edge, I'm jumping off the ledge. Take another picture off the wall. Just another moment, watch it fall into the ocean blue. Take a look at where we used to be. Now I'm just a vessel lost at sea. I can't keep over you. I don't know what to do. Nowhere to hide and say my goodbye to the girl. I'm leaning Here's the